Welcome to Adrift in Aldhalor and Paradice, our weekly actual play D&D show. We are coming back from a break for the holidays, and we're excited to play some D&D again and jump back into our story. Our music is licensed through Musicbed.com, and occasionally we use TabletopAudio or Syrinscape for Ambience. I'm going to bring on Shannon.
I'm
talk
busy.
About our partners. Well, you should have been doing what you're doing right now while we were talking about Chinese zodiacs. Just
no,
kidding.
Because I was waiting for you all to guess my middle name and go through every single letter, every single variant of the letter L.
Yeah.
Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome.
Oh yeah, that's right. Happy New Year.
Yeah, right? 2026.
It's Lautrec, by the way, for those at home.
It's not. It's not, but anyway.
It's Louis.
No, it's not. How do I do this? I'm going to start by talking about our partners, starting with Underground Oracle Publishing. They are a TTRPG publisher creating new worlds in the Cypher system and beyond. Their current focus is Foxfire, a science fiction TTRPG with a strong emphasis on high adventure and a fun, full throttle act. Nope, I read this wrong constantly. Let me try that again. New year. Same shit. Their current focus is Foxfire, a science fiction TTRPG with a strong emphasis on high adventure and fun, full throttle action where you play as anthropomorphic animals who left Earth behind long ago to take their place among the stars. For as little as $3, you can become a member through their website and gain early access to this developing TTRPG and each of the other worlds that they create. They have lots of great content, so go check them out. Next, we have Eddie Yorke, our wonderful character artist. He's an illustrator based in the UK who makes art for games and books. To visit his portfolio and get in contact with him, visit eyorke.com. I think he might have an Etsy store coming soon if it hasn't already launched, so that's pretty cool. And last but not least, we've got 1985 Games. They create affordable, accessible, high-quality accessories for D&D and other TTRPGs. Throughout this campaign, which next month will have been running for 3 years. What?
Wow.
3? I know, right? Because I came back the year after Milo was born, which was 2023. So 3 years.
What a year.
I know, right? Throughout this campaign game, wow, cards, NPC cards. That's what I was talking about. Sean uses their NPC cards. Has used all of them.
There's one left somewhere.
There's one left.
They're downstairs.
Oh, okay, great. He's used lots of awesome characters from those cards to make very fun people for us to, or excuse me, Alman, as we say in Aldhalor.
You can say people too.
Okay, people for us to interact with. So if you'd like to purchase those or any of their other wares, go to their website and enter the code paradiceprod for 10% off your entire order. That's it. New year, still don't got VODs.
We will.
Yep. I'm starting not to believe it.
Well, you should not believe it. The problem is that a bunch of them in the last couple months have gotten spliced by Twitch getting messed up. So a lot of splicing will have to happen. We really honestly just have to upload them and then clean them up because they're all in my computer. So we'll do it. We will do it. I guarantee it. It's my New Year's resolution.
Oh, amazing.
All right, let's bring the guys in.
We weren't there the whole time?
You are now. There you are.
Oh. Hi.
All right. Shall we recap?
Please. It's been so long.
Yes. So, last we left off. The session a couple weeks ago at this point started off with Septimus. Septimus reviews the deal that was offered to him by Ro, reads through it, and then confronts the spirit of Machina in this strange chamber that they find themselves locked in, begging for answers as to why the unity is not happening as he thought. Why are they trapped there? Why has Machina not done anything about Lacuna? And in this spirit, this unity, this wisp says to Septimus that Lacuna is his destiny. Lacuna is Septimus' destiny. Through Septimus, they will all be free. There's a bit of a mental confrontation as Septimus tries to resist what might be a unity occurring because of his crisis and confidence in Machina in this moment. He does learn a little bit about the history of Machina. He learns that it was formed by the old Kieran Dominion, which is the civilization that the Halcyon, that Kiranor is built upon the ruins of. And that through a combination of people's emotional feelings and thoughts about the machine and the machine being left dormant wherever it was, this entity that was meant to control all Machina, it began to develop a divine spark, especially with the coming of Machina's Whisper. It also showed Septimus sort of some visions of potential futures, potentialities, where he is a benevolent sort of messiah figure, and in another where he's more of a conqueror. Back in the real world, the party scries on Bruce to make sure that he's alive, and then they go their separate ways to long rest after a very, very long combat. And they level up. It is now time for them to begin thinking about what their next steps are, and how to tend to Hyvin in the recent collapse of the Widow's Ward, and the damage from Enkernosh. Emil and the guard captains are planning with the party. Emil seems preoccupied with the governor coming back to Hyvin, specifically now that there's a clear path for him to arrive without the syndicate's blockade of the port. There's a feeling in the air that Emil might no longer be on your side completely, in that he has been an ally of desperation, and his loyalties to the governor are likely stronger than his loyalties to you as a party. Fyrn takes up the repair jobs and making sure that the new sort of cliffs are secure, that people aren't dangerously getting too close to them. He works with Emil and Koboko on this. Jacquet reviews the loot you all got. Got a bunch of silver and some magic items, as well as a journal, Dalen's journal, where Jacquet learns a lot of details about their plan in there. He can use that journal to make checks to learn things about Enkernosh, Halcyon, and Dalen. Saskia communed with Ro and asks about Septimus. Ro says that if he wants to bring him back, Septimus must be willing. And he also wants Saskia to start holding up her end of their bargain and start researching the nearest Hell Gate in order to begin the process of bringing Ro to the material realm. Saskia wants to talk about his kid that she killed, but he doesn't want to talk about it. That's the past. Let's focus on the future. They track down Winifred, and Jacquet and Saskia go to speak with her, and they convince her that there's a future for her in Hyvin, and that she can kind of become the person she was always meant to be by leading the docks in a more honorable way. And they learn that the De Leon brothers are unaccounted for, but that they may have fled to the Avantgarde Rocks, also known as the Slumps. Jacquet consults Dalen's journal and learns that Enkernosh has infiltrated the political powers of Halcyon, specifically the Eminent Houses Council, known as the Auguries. But there are no ties to Machina, and that they shouldn't necessarily be worried about Sal in terms of halcyonic influence. Makita influence, on the other hand, probably still something to worry about. It seems that Septimus's cult actually created curiosity in Dalen about the machine. Before that, he believed it to just be a bunch of crazy people, basically, and drug addicts. But there is mention of the second billowing of the Citadel's horn. The Citadel is a floating fortress above Halcyon that is not under the control of Halcyon, although a lot of propaganda says that they do control it. There's also a green magic that emanates from the top of the tower. This tower floats hundreds of feet above the city, menacingly in the sky. Back at the Gloveless Cat, when everyone gets back together the next morning, their morning rituals are interrupted by the arrival of an old friend, we'll say. They open the door to a woman with a shaved head, looking disheveled, holding a crudely carved flute in one hand, the other hand completely missing. And they see that it's Fiora Bendega. She implies that the Aradunai left her behind. What that means, you're not sure of yet, as you call for a healer to bring her back to life. A lot happened last session. A lot more than I thought. But that is where we left off. Oh, and then the one other thing, you did notice that the AEC, the Avenirium Electrum Company, has increased presence, and they seem like they're on high alert given the current situation. So, Audacity. That's where we left off. So where we are right now, you were all in the Gloveless Cat. You have Fiora Bendega resting in a bed. What would you like to do? Oh, wait. Actually, no. What do you guys want to do?
I want to wait for Fiora to wake up. There's nothing... Right now, Jacquette feels that the party is at, not necessarily a crossroads, but we're at a point where our priority is to work on fixing Hyvin, right? There's no immediate action items, in my mind, that needs to be seen to. Just the general, Iron and Mana is here for the city, so when something happens, we can react to it, but, I think we're just waiting for information and or the chance to go after something.
All right. That makes sense. You'll wait till Fiora wakes up or something else. Someone else knocks on the door. While you are waiting, elsewhere in the world, Septimus's farm. There are people moving to and fro on the farm. Septimus's neighbors, people who fled here after the attack on the city. There really wouldn't be that many refugees here because it would have taken them long to get here. But there are all of his neighbors who are congregating here. Still working on his house, even. Even as the weather is getting warmer, they started to resume repairs. The sounds of tools, hammers, echo throughout on this nicer day. Not too far off from his farm, one could find the abandoned train tracks that have been worked on throughout the year. Seemingly heading directly towards his farm. Recall long ago, the capital was trying to seize these lands. But they lay abandoned. With the harassment of the syndicate, the workers left mid-construction. Really, 75% construction. There's a gentle wind on the breeze. A gentle breeze on the wind. As some arcs of static and electricity flutter over the materials laying by this abandoned train track. Everything seems calm until suddenly one of the tracks just sort of violently rends itself and twists, flipping up, ripping itself out of the ground, and starts to disintegrate into soft blue lights. More material starts to disintegrate. Nothing is completely ripped apart. Just portions of it disintegrate off, leaving it pocked, Swiss cheesed, if you will. And they all start to float in the same direction. Back on Septimus's farm, the people begin to notice a little stream of these lights fluttering in the distance. They all sort of stop and look at it. The hairs on their arms all start to statically rise. There's some crashing of materials in Septimus's old workshop. An area they don't really go into. Somebody, a neighbor, one of Granny Lonnie's farmhands probably, opens the doors to the workshop. And there's just a blue glow in his face. As whoosh, these wisps leave the workshop. His materials within the workshop are all sort of statically shaking and losing parts of themselves. Septimus's materials he's gathered over many years from his scouring of the hills. And they all seem to be congregating in the distance. People are unsure of what's happening. Some people call out to each other thinking there's a problem happening, thinking there's some sort of magic that they need to be worried about. And they all kind of look towards the direction that these things are heading. All their hair staticking. So there's a taste of metal in the air. In the distance, Septimus, your eyes open. You take in a deep breath, but just like when you were in the belly of Machina's realm, you don't need this breath. It's more out of instinct. You look to your hands, and they're completely made of that metallic flesh, that weave of metal. You instinctually move, and that mechanical arm has returned. Your legs feel stronger than they were before, made of that weave as well. All of your body is machine now. You look around you, and you see that you're at the top of the hill. See all the trees blown back, as if from some force. And you look back and you see the doorway that you protected from Lacuna many moons ago. You were up in the hills above your farm. At your side, the only possession you have right now is your staff, which has appeared here.
Septimus will lean down, grab it, pick him up. Still just kind of looking at himself. Semi in like, I guess, disbelief, but also excitement. I live once again. As he grabs the staff, he looks around, he sees the material that is withered away, kind of nodding his head.
In the air,
Looks.
the air, just to give you a little bit more, when you try to stand up with the staff, you notice that you do feel a little weak. You do need to lean on the staff more than you did when you were previously alive. Maybe temporary, but
Okay.
you are in a weakened state and you're getting used to a new body. But the air feels very like still, and you can see there are still little floating sparks of blue lights. And you also see they kind of like flutter around like cinders in a fire, and some of them actually are red. And you can see they kind of like, and you see one just lands on a tree, and there's just this purple flame mixture of the red and blue. Wherever these cinders land, there's just sort of this quick spurt of purple flames. Not enough to start like a forest fire or anything, but there is that smell of static electricity and fire mingled with a little hint of ash.
Leaning on his staff, turning back to look at the door. In time. But I have other things to do. So kind of hobble towards his home.
Yeah.
I assume also I'm, as much as you want to put it, naked, but it's not like grotesque. I'm just like a pretty much just a silhouette of a machine body.
Yeah. 100%. Like, it would be easy for someone to mistake it as you wearing, like, some kind of mesh
Like
armor.
a wet suit.
Like a wetsuit, yeah. As you wander down the hills through the forest, these cinders follow you the entire way, similarly creating these little purple flames that snuff out almost immediately. They're not creating havoc in your path, but this magic follows you. As you...
Do I have an instinct of what it is?
You
Well,
just...
I guess don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
He'll look at it like a puzzled look, but then just return. Continue to walk towards the farm.
Absolutely. You walk down these hills, and it feels everything feels surreal to you, because one, you're feeling the dull touch of machine. The wind creeps across your weakened chest, but it doesn't feel as thorough as if you were flesh. You pass through the grove where you met Sal originally in your youth, where you thought this machine was going to kill you, but turned into your savior and your good friend. But you continue on until you get to the edges of your farm. And as you pass through your farm, hoping to find friendly faces, the first thing you find is the burnt husk of one of your neighbors, curled in a ball on the ground, sinew of light passing through the burnt body.
So he would... Eyes would widen at first. And kind of hobble a little faster towards the body.
Mm-hmm.
As he comes closer to it, he looks down. And he looks up, he looks around. And he'll continue to move as quickly as he can into the house.
Mm-hmm. You push further and you see more of these bodies. You see the body of someone by your workshop. You see a couple bodies near them who had maybe run over to them, all curled on the ground.
At first, kind of not understanding and like looking around and seeing if there was any damage, if it looked like there was a fight or something that occurred here. And then as he's kind of going and pieces are sort of coming together, the slight worry that was on his face disappears. As he just looks around at all the bodies. He's bent down, just checking on one. He stands back up, as straight as he can in this state. And just says to himself, "So this is the cost." I'll be sure to make it worth it. As he just turns to go into another room, grab what other clothing he could find, if he had any extra robes or something. Not stay to linger and mourn, and just make his way towards Hyvin.
As you grab the remaining possessions, just for their purposes, their utility, those little embers dancing around you, and you step from your home, your past, and the farm is ignited in purple flame. The sky now a pillar of blue and red and purple cinders floating into the sky. The cinders dance to the bodies and they crumble and join in the pillar as a lone silhouette leaves the fire on his march to Hyvin. Back in Hyvin.
Oh boy.
A cleric has tended to Fiora's wounds and has healed her to the point where she can regain consciousness. They step out of the room that she's resting in and looks to Jacquette and Fyrn and Sass, and just nods that she's awake now and you can go and speak with her.
Jacquette gently knocks, raps on the door before entering.
Mm-hmm. She would, you would hear her sort of hoarse voice say, "Come in. Come in."
He pushes open the door and walks in and goes, "Hi, Fiora. You feeling better?"
You see she's sitting on the bed, like, even though the cleric was probably like, "Don't get up. You should sleep." She's already, like, seated up. You can see there are bandages all across her torso. She's not wearing a top. She's just wrapped up in bandages, with certain like healing salves underneath to help with the scarring. Even though she is like health-wise healed by the cleric, you can hear she utters this very gentle whistle, and you can see her arm, which has been sliced at the wrist. There's no hand there. You can see sort of strings of light form a mage hand onto her hand as she's regaining her magic. And she sort of stretches the spectral hand, keeping it sort of pseudo-attached to her arm as a replacement. I did not know where else to go.
You made the right choice. Sorry we couldn't get to you sooner.
The spirits had other wishes for me in my path. If it wasn't for a few old friends, I probably would be dying in the basement of the Red Dandelion.
Could you tell us what happened? We heard a lot from the Aradunai when we were trying to negotiate for your escape, or release, but I'm sure if you're not comfortable talking about it, it can wait.
What use is secrets now? What use is holding back, given the state of things? They tortured me for little purpose. I don't have any information that they would need. It's simply punishment. But when whatever happened out here happened, they fled the Red Dandelion. They fled the city. I don't know where they are. I will find them, though, and return in multiples what they've done to me and to my people.
Well, now, vengeance is all well and good, but maybe we talk about how we can help you with that. For we owe the Ascendancy our own share. They didn't hurt us personally. Well, I guess there was that whole stone giant incident. But they hurt this city with their use of magic items, thugs in the streets. So the Ardunai Ascendancy have left, but have their lackeys in the Chroma Fist as well?
Given how empty the streets were when I wandered through them. Some of them are likely gone, but the Chroma Fist can travel more subtly than the Ascendants. Something about being a glowing lightning or water or fire person that makes you stand out. So I would not doubt that they would send their lackeys back into the city. But they, I doubt, will return until they can burn the city to the ground with enough power.
It's been a long couple of days. Why do they want to do that? What? Still not quite clear on. I'm speaking for myself. I'm sure everybody else is all up to speed on this. Why would they want to come back?
Hyvin is a scar on Aradun in their eyes. Well, particularly so long as the AEC is here, specifically, they will have a problem with the city, but I doubt they will ever stop with their genocidal philosophies.
So they just want to take out the city.
The Ascendancy
Not
is
just
not
the
the
city.
Aradunai. The Ascendancy is the distilled rage of the elements. They view all Alma who have not ascended as scars and persecutors of the spirits. Living in...
They see us as a cancer, don't they? That needs to
Yes.
be removed forcibly for the good of Ardun.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck that means.
They're searching for someone. I don't know who exactly, but there's a powerful elementalist on this plane of existence that they believe is the key to their plan. They've seen signs of it. They've whispered with hostile, angry spirits. And these spirits seem to know this individual. They seem to...
Jacquet, while she's talking, sorry to interrupt, Jacquet
Okay.
looks to the others too and is just like making eyes like, we know who she's talking about. He wears a mask and works at the academy
Well,
and could literally enact magic across this island, specifically connected to the elemental planes.
so I'm sure Fyrn will get it much quicker than Saskia does. So I'll look at, I'll just be like, oh, fuck. Mhm, mm, yeah.
Sass, give me a quick deception check.
Just Fyrn rolls his eyes.
18.
Okay, she's too weak, and her back is turned to you, so she doesn't catch that you guys know who she's talking about, even if she doesn't know who it is. The spirits seem to be drawn to this individual. There's something wrong. Something wrong in the elements. They kept talking about the tethers between the elements fading. The ascendant ritual is harder to accomplish. There's something wrong with the elemental planes. There's something causing more chaos. Not the
Well-
kind that we're used to, those of us who practice the spiritual elements of this world. Something more violent.
It's not just the elemental planes. Those of the hells have been meddling with our affairs due to trouble in their own dimensions, realms. It seems
There
that
seems to...
the entire universe, multiverse, whatever you want to call it, is in danger.
It seems there's some... What did Ro call it? A reckoning that's coming for the outer planes. And they all seem to think that it'll be safe here on Aradun. That's why what happened out there, Jacquet gestures out the window or the wall, whatever, towards where the demi-plane collapsed. That happened. One of the Didacs of the Hells, Enkranosh, is so scared, I guess, of what's coming. Fearful that it will end him. That he is trying to do whatever he can to come here to our plane. He's not the only one, Jacquet says, looking over at Saskia. You don't have to elaborate. That was just Jacquet. For the viewers at home.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a well, none of you are from here, but perhaps Saskia, you spent time here longer than them. Since the Great Storm. Which for you, Saskia, since you lived in Shallow's Gaunt, you saw the least effects of the storm. The storm happened a year before the campaign started. So you would have just been joining Hastings' crew. You would be having finished you would have finished your journey of escaping your scavenger lifestyle into piracy when a massive tsunami hit the eastern shores of the Aldhalor Islands, decimating much of Asia. Honestly, much of the north as well. It mainly hit Asia. Shallow's Gaunt and the Zon saw the least of it. The mountains protected the western sea line. But it was still a time of tumultuous storms. And immediately following the sort of reprieve of this elemental chaos was when there's always been elementals in Aldhalor, but there were more. And they were more coming closer to Alma settlements. They were more violent, more willing to attack people, something that needed to be kept in check. It's also where people started to be like, well, look at all these elementals that we can take advantage of. It's when some of that capture of elements and repurposing them as weapons or for energy. It would have been how Hastings got the gun that had the fire elemental in it. It would have been the beginning of Hastings hatching his plan that ultimately led to your marooning. So you would be, of the three of them, the most familiar with the details of that storm. The other two know about it because, of course, it's widely talked about, and you know that Septimus's family was largely killed in that storm. And it's one of the things that contributed towards Septimus forsaking the elements.
You're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. But besides your revenge, there's a lot to do in the city. They see you're gathering strength, and there's rumors that the governor is making a return. If you wish to help us with the repairs, and we could offer you housing either here or at my fort, wherever you feel comfortable, but I can't guarantee your safety. We could do our best, but things are tumultuous, to say the least, around here nowadays. I don't know what is going to happen in the next week or so.
Well,
you might want to try and escape the city. That's what most of the population has done.
I think the people will return. This is their home. This was never my home, but it was one of my way stations as I traveled across Asia and beyond. I know this island well. I know the people, I know the politics. I think I could be of help.
I agree wholeheartedly, and if you are willing to stay, we would greatly appreciate your help. Our goal these past few weeks has been to strengthen Hyvin. Because as the Aradunai Ascendancy clearly knew, and as we know, and as Encronosh knows, something extraplanar is coming, and we need Hyvin to be a bastion against it. That's why we've been working so hard to rally the troops, as it were, fixing up the fort in the Lighthouse District, establishing Septimus's temple, doing whatever it is the fuck I'm doing here. Fighting Greaves' syndicate. And the Chroma Fist.
Well, you're the only allies I have right now. I would be happy to help you.
Oh, what are you talking about? You're the people's bard, Fiora. You have allies in every person that walks these streets.
It's People's Bard. Perhaps I put too much stock in the Ardunai and not enough in the people. But the organization I joined was not the Ascendancy. Turned out to be a puppet for the Ascendancy, in the same way the Chroma Fist is. I'd like to see it restored to something good.
And we can help you with that. Once we're ready.
Of course. I'm willing to help however I can. I may have contacts throughout Aldhalor still. Some who still respect my name in the capital. And in Asia.
Fantastic. I don't know what we can do with that yet. But my mastermind will come up with a plan. Sure enough.
But you should focus on recovering first before we do anything more.
That too.
Don't get me wrong, we appreciate any information and assistance, but rest.
If you have any contacts in the city that you'd like us to get in touch with, I can reach out to them for you. Maybe we could have them meet at the fortress where it's safe. And when you feel up to it.
You have a letter. Or I will write a letter. I didn't have my dominant hand while I was in a prison cell, or paper or ink. But there's a letter I would like sent to Stony Heath.
That shit.
There's someone that I think we need to talk to, or I need to talk to, and will likely be helpful for you.
Oh, don't worry. I already got that bartender here. The bugbear? That's who you were talking about? Yeah, don't worry. We got him.
What was that guy that we shit talked that made a song about? His name was like Dan or something.
Was not Dan.
It was definitely not Dan, but I know what you were talking about.
Doug the shitty bard. Bartender.
Maybe the elevator operator. I liked that guy.
No, we liked
the
him.
boy?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Oh yeah, that guy was a piece of shit.
Don't worry, I still got the diss rap.
Shit.
It's somewhere.
Still
in
got
my
the
You're a
notes.
diss?
stupid little shit with a stupid little dick.
That's how you started it?
No, that's you let the Sahagwin use it like it's lipstick.
Oh.
Some would call this a vicious mockery, but shockingly and universally, the people say it's drollery. Not my strongest, but I don't
Yeah.
write raps for a
First
living,
line
so
was
But
good.
Jacquet does.
actually he doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Spoken word.
Yeah. He's an orator.
The letter, not to interrupt you, The
Oh,
letter.
sorry.
Don't interrupt us.
Sorry, we were reminiscing.
The letter's for Professor Nettle.
Oh, we know her.
Oh yeah, that lady.
She was researching something that was coming to Aradun, and I think it's relevant and helpful to bring her into the conversation for what you're seeking to turn Hyvin into a bastion against. Her research might be valuable. But yes,
That's a wise idea.
I do need to rest. Though I'd rather be walking amongst the city. It would be foolish. She lays back down in the bed. And you can see, though, there is like a fire in her eyes. Like a determination. But she's reluctantly resting and hates that she has to rest.
So we leave the room. Jacquet gently closes the door behind him. And then ushering the other two down to the operation floor, as it were. Still somewhat a buzz, I imagine, with people. As it's just, this is a little closer than the Commodore's offices. Jacquet will go, well, it's nice to know that even though we failed in rescuing Fiora, she's okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad she is.
And it seems like the Ascendancy, I hope you two caught this, are looking for Professor Sigil.
I mean, I didn't catch it originally, but I got there in the end, yeah.
Okay.
So does that mean we need to warn him? How
I
do
think that
we
would
fit
be
into
smart.
all of this?
That's a great question, Saskia.
I ask a lot of them.
There's a lot of moving parts. I'm not sure where our alliances will lie. What else is new? It seems like everyone's out to get us or wanting to take over the city in some way. We're going to have to
Or
fight
the
for
plane. I do think that Saskia raises a good point, though, in that we should go speak with Sigil and talk about this development. Something tells me
check in
he
on
already
Bruce as well.
knew.
It's surprising
What's that?
he hasn't. And check up on Bruce as well. It's surprising he hasn't met up with us yet.
He already
I'm sure.
knows, Jacquet.
He already
You
knew,
said-
yes.
He already knows.
Yes, well, that's because we were talking over each other, and then my brain shut down for a moment. As it often does.
It was funny.
Anyways, rewinding a step. Bruce, yes, little concerning, not too concerned. He seems to be doing his own thing recently. But Sigil, I would imagine he knows the Aradunai are interested in him. And if he doesn't, well, we should inform him. And that does answer some of our questions about him.
Does it? Which ones?
Well, he's been sus as fuck, right?
Right. Yes.
So, he's not a mortal. If the Ascendancy are interested in him, and he's a strong... what was the word they used?
Mentalist.
Vessel.
Elementalist.
Oh.
I have to imagine that, maybe he's either like them, ascended, or something else.
Yeah, he might be able to share more information with us once he realizes that those who are out to get him already know more about him than we do.
Do we know why they're out to get him? They just don't like him?
No, but maybe
Seems-
Sigil has an idea. It's
It
not like
seems-
he, he's kind of hiding in plain sight, sort of thing.
It seems like they're interested in his abilities and the magic he can do, and maybe the knowledge he has. I mean, think of his archives he has. There must be endless tomes in there. And if he has what the Ascendancy are looking for to enact whatever plans they want, if not whatever relics he might hold,
So
every
he's just
time we learn.
he's just a big fucking treasure chest for them, essentially.
Yeah, every time we learn something new about the man, more questions pop up. But the more certain I am that I want him on our side.
I wonder the look on their faces when they realized that there was a cobbler from the merchants district that's had access to his library this whole time.
Hey, to be fair, Lucas is now a full academic or a student at the academy.
Thanks to us.
Yeah. Thanks to me, but
Who's
counting?
I was going to say that. I was going to say thanks to you. I didn't do fucking shit.
Oh, I thought you were going to say thanks to me and somehow spin some tale that Saskia. What's your last name?
No. Sea blood.
Sea blood. I was going to say sea blood, and I was like, that's not it. Saskia Sea blood somehow is getting people enrolled in an academy.
No. I gave up that life, remember?
Touche. I don't know if that's the proper use of that term. Anyways.
What did you say your last name?
That's what I
Jackie,
said,
that's
Touchard.
not my name. I'm not a cat. He says to no one in particular. Shall we sally forth unto the academy? Speak with Bruce and Sigil? And who knows, maybe we'll meet someone along the way.
Yeah.
You won't, because it takes 2 days to get to Hyvin from his farm.
It could have been a previous day.
It literally couldn't have been, because yesterday he died.
I died.
Okay.
I think
So-
it's also important for me to be out in the streets now. The people need me more than ever to, handle things as, we undergo repairs. So I mightn't, I'll come with you now, but I really have to be a part of everything. I don't think, what's his name?
Emil.
No, not well. Yeah, I could say Emil could handle everything, on his own. Although he is capable.
Okay, whatever you say, Fyrn. But remember that we're a party first, and that there are things bigger than us, bigger than Hyvin, and we should focus on those first, and then see to the city's needs. Because I disagree. I think Emil can do fine without us, but he does better with us. Shall we go to the academy?
Shall we?
Let's go.
I just think it's important that the people see me out on the streets.
Okay, they will
helping.
when we walk there.
As you walk through the streets, though, you notice that the people have not really fully returned yet. There are the crowds that you originally saw Fyrn, and you see some of those people. There seems to be less people than you expected on the day after. You thought a lot more people would have immediately returned to the city. Now, granted, a lot of them went a full day away and may return later today, because they went to Fairhold particularly, and it also would take time to get word back that
the city is safe to return to. So it is going to be a piecemeal thing, but the streets are still quite empty. There's very few folks wandering around. Some people have returned. Like, you actually even see a few businesses that are like trying to be open. Like you can see as you enter Main Street, like there's always this butcher that you always noticed. It's this old woman. She has a cat that she, way back in like session 4 or something, I described that she like slowly like lets down on a rope in a basket to let it out from the upper level of her apartment above the butcher shop. And she's just trying to hawk meat because the meat is gonna go bad. And she's just like, the second you walk by, she's just sort of like, hey, I have fresh cuts ish, freshish, discount 50% off the best cuts from the farmlands. Look, I've got beef, I've got chicken, I've got lamb, I've got this. And she's just really trying to aggressively sell to the like 5 people that walk by every like couple hours. The people who are already here are primarily concerned with the fact that they are not making money, and that Hyvin is a city where silver speaks. So there are people trying to just sell whatever they have on the side of the street. But as you enter Main Street, you actually hear the cries of people in trouble.
Oh.
Yeah, you hear exactly that.
My leg.
You hear someone say, my leg. And then you see the alchemy shop. You see the front explodes out with flames. As you can see, one of the guild salesmen that used to give you guys deals just comes like barreling back, like scorch marks all over his body. As you see a few people run out screaming. And slithering out is a fire elemental of sorts.
Oh, those fucking shits.
You can see it is serpentine-like. It has a long coiled tail that ends in sort of like 3 tendrils that stick out at the end of the tail. Its torso is humanoid with these 2 arms with big claws, while one is holding a pitchfork, and it has this serpent-like head with flames coming off of the back of it. As it slithers out, and you all look and see 150 feet away, the AEC notices it, and they don't do anything. They don't budge. Unless it comes closer to their headquarters, they don't seem like they're going to do shit about it. But there are several people who are all kind of in this courtyard on the street, who are all kind of like trying to run away as this thing slithers out.
Can I immediately try? Yeah. Okay.
All right, Fyrn, it's time for you to be seen.
Why not bring a little combat in when you guys all have a level up?
I had a long rest, right, Sean?
Yes, everyone had a long rest.
Oh, thank goodness. Get this override score out of here.
20 to 25?
23.
Nice. 15 to 19?
18.
10 to 14?
12.
Lucky for you guys, this thing rolled shit. Alright, Jacquette, you are up first. I'm gonna say that you are all 60 feet from the fire elemental, just up the street, as it's just crawled out into the front of the alchemy shop.
Alright, Jacquette is going to use his 30 feet of movement, if possible, to climb up to a position that gives him total cover.
There are plenty of like buildings that you could definitely find a spot that would give you that cover.
Cool. Bonus action hide.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, double 3s. So that's a 25 though. And then as
To
an
hit?
action, he is going to.
Oh, for the
No, I'm
yeah.
hiding.
Yes.
Bonus action. He's gonna load Samari.
With a bonus action?
No, with an action.
Action,
load
yes. Okay,
Samari.
sorry, I misheard you. Perfect. All right, so you load up Samari with all the shots, and you are hidden with 25.
Yep.
Excellent. Saskia, you are
That
up with
ends with-
Fyrn on deck.
Okie dokie. My armor has a charge of control water, so I would like to use that. And I think I want to use the flood ability for the standing water in the area to rise by as much as 20 feet. And the range on this spell is 300 feet. So essentially, I'm trying to engulf this thing in water.
Okay, so there's not a ton of standing water on the street, because it's just a street, but there is some water because it was raining yesterday. So you are able to kind of create this. Because it's not really the flood is for if there's like a, you raise the water level by 20 feet. It's not exactly what you're trying to go for, but you can create a 20-foot tall wave that you can send send towards it.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you want to hold your turn, I could make a ice storm, and then it'll be water because it'll be hitting a fire monster.
That's a cool combo move we should do in a future fight when we talk about it beforehand.
So basically, this wave just kind of moves back and forth on each of your turns while you maintain concentration.
Yep.
It does crash into the fire salamander. Now,
What?
There's nothing on the stat block that necessarily says that a wall of water is going to affect the creature, but because I like it and it's cool, I am going to inhibit one of its abilities so long as it gets hit by this before its turn every round, which is its fire aura. Its fire aura is dampened. So as long as this wave hits it on each turn, it will not be able to use its fire aura ability.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. Anything else, Sass?
That was my action. I mean, flavor-wise, I'll just use my movement to kind of walk with the wave and make sure that it's staying with this.
Could we say that the wave also took out some of the fire on the building?
Oh yeah, that's easy. Yeah, the wave is keeping the build. So as long as you keep your control water up and don't lose concentration, it will dampen the fire aura and it will keep the building from burning down or catching on fire to the point where it burns other buildings as well.
Right. So that's my main focus right now. And
do you want to bonus action summon your scimitar just to have it?
Yeah, I guess so. Just so in case
you don't really use it. You're more of a Eldritch Blast
know.
machine, but
yeah. But yeah, I might as well. So I'll use one hand to keep the wave, and I'll just kind of flick my wrist like I'm flicking water off of it, and my scimitar will show up.
Okay.
All done. Thank you. Proud of myself.
Okay.
For that one.
All right. Fyrn, you are up. You are 60 feet away from the salamander.
Okay. I am going to cast haste on myself.
Okay.
Doubling my movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to run up to the thing and hit it with my hammer.
Okay. You can hit it with your hasted attack action.
Correct. So I believe that's only one attack.
It is only one, yes.
Yeah. That's how haste works now.
Mm-hmm. That's how haste always works.
I don't have advantage or anything, so we swing.
Swing.
23 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Oh my god, this is a learning curve, folks. How do I do this?
on what? You've been doing the same thing for
There's a lot
For
of-
like 60
Look.
sessions.
Bash him with a hammer.
Hitting things with Aldhalor is a lot of rolls, and they're not necessarily all written down in the right place. So it's gonna be 19 bludgeoning damage, 10 cold damage, and do I get any bonuses for haste? I don't think so, right?
No.
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 Okay, so
Okay.
that's 19 bludgeoning, 10 cold. I'm going to use the sap ability,
Okay.
so it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay. So
And-
this thing is vulnerable to the cold damage that it deals.
Hell yeah.
But it is resistant to magical and non-magical, like bludgeoning, slashing, piercing.
Hell
Okey-dokey.
no.
So you still dealt more damage than your base, but the bludgeoning is halved. Actually, no, you dealt one less damage, actually. Okay.
I'm going to action surge, Sean,
All right.
and get more attacks.
Go for it.
29 to hit.
You're
18
muted.
bludgeoning. No, am
You're
I?
muted.
Oh, I'm
No,
muted.
not sorry.
No, I was
Sean,
muted.
Sean's
Sorry.
muted.
How much bludgeoning?
18 bludgeoning, 7 cold. And then rolling again. This time I'm going to what's the thing? I don't want to knock it prone. I want to. Nah, I'll just leave it where. Can I push it away from the buildings if it's close?
With you have the push weapon mastery.
Yeah, it's part of my thing. I can do it with tactical.
If you want to
mastery.
topple, its turn will be after yours, so it'll most likely get up, and we won't have disadvantage. So you can get advantage on your next 2 attacks.
Oh, that's
Good
true.
point.
That's a good point.
So
okay.
feel free to topple in this instance.
Let's attempt to topple. It's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Ability monster.
It got a 14.
Okay, it's at DC 18, I believe, so it fails.
All right, so you can see as you smack it with the Aldhalor, and the ice of it starts to go over its body and then like melt into steam, but still affects it. It gets toppled down and it is prone. So you have advantage on your next 2 attacks.
Great, and it has 2 stacks of frostbite.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have 2 more attacks as well. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Oh boy. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
With
Okay,
advantage?
sweet. Yeah, it was a 7 and a 2.
Damn.
So 20 bludgeoning and 6 cold. And lastly, the last one I'm going to use a slow on him, so it reduces his movement speed.
Sure. I will say, effect-wise, this thing does not seem to be affected by the Aldhalor's frostbite.
Damn it.
Oh. Well, that's actually a good thing, because he wouldn't have been able to stand up because his speed was 0, and that would have ruined your whole plan.
Yeah, but if it has 3 stacks of frostbite, we ignore resistances.
True.
Which would have been nice.
Yeah, true.
And I can fish for a crit on a 19.
I rolled damage, but I don't remember if I rolled a good number for the attack, or if I just did it out of order. Can somebody check the log? For some reason, I can't find it.
You dealt 10 bludgeoning damage and 12 cold. But you're thinking
Yeah,
about
and
the
then-
actual individual dice.
The next attack is what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
So you rolled the 19 to hit, 20 damage, 6 damage, and then you just rolled another damage roll a minute ago.
Okay, so we're gonna re-roll the attack first. The 27 to hit. That
will definitely hit.
I pressed the wrong button. Ignore that roll. Okay, so 16 bludgeoning and 8 cold for the last attack.
That's great. It just reverses it with the resistance and the vulnerability.
So none of the frostbite would have done anything, which is unfortunate, but I believe that's my turn.
Yes, and you use slow on that last one, right? So it has -10.
Yeah, I used slow on the last one, so he does have a -10 to movement.
Okay.
In fact, I had another one, but it would I wouldn't have been able to use it for anything other than push. So.
So it will use half its movement speed to stand up.
And just so you know, I faced him when I moved up to him. I tried to face towards the center of the street. So if he does attack me, it's gonna, hit me and nothing else. Hopefully.
All right. So. Okay. Now let me decide what it wants to do. Because it could bonus action, but it doesn't have enough movement because of your slow. Get up to Sass. But it is gonna do that though. It is gonna use a bonus action to use its blazing movement ability, which allows it to not provoke an attack of opportunity. And it is going to use its movement speed towards Sass. With that blazing movement, and then it's going to move an additional 15 feet. So it's not up on you, Sass, yet. It's 15 feet away from you.
But it's coming. It's coming.
And it's going to use its Inferno Blast on you.
Oh, jeez.
So I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
You got it, boss.
That's a lot of movement.
That would be
Actually, I take...
22.
No, it's still going to do that because it wants to get out of it. No, go for it. 22? Okay, so that does save.
Wonderful. Oh, I need to roll concentration. Oh no, am I taking damage?
You are. You're going to take half damage.
Okie dokie, I shall roll my concentration, on which I have advantage.
But because you saved, you are not set on fire, which is good.
Oh, great. Okay. The higher was a 16, so what's the rolls I need to roll?
Well, it'll be determined by the damage.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it was 34 fire damage. So halved is 17 fire damage. So the 16 is not going to pass.
No! Damn it! So I try to keep the wave going, and I see it's not going. Shit!
That will end its turn, which will bring us to Jacquette.
All right, Jacquette is going to. She's going to use his bonus action to use a dose of poison.
Nice.
On his arrowhead. He is then going to take aim and attack with activating the dazing strike.
Perfect. You have advantage because you're hidden.
Yep. Oh, that was a 19.
That hits.
31 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, 19 on the dice. All right. So I'm gonna need it to make 2 Constitution saving throws. First will be for the dazing, which is a 16.
It
And then it'll
fails.
be for the poison, which is 18.
It passes the poison but fails the dazing.
All right, so then it is dazed.
Perfect.
So nice. All right, so 19 plus 8, 27 plus 23. So 50 magical piercing, which I know is
Nice.
halved.
Still nice,
14 poison. Wait, no.
Some of that's...
Sorry, I've played this wrong in the past. The poison only works if it fails the saving throw.
Okay, so no poison.
I've done that wrong in the past. But 4 lightning damage.
Nice. It is bloodied.
Oh, cool. And then, more for flavor's sake than anything else, Jacques is just going to continue to hop along the rooftop to get to another position of total cover, but won't be able to take the hide action.
How much
Hide.
speed do you have to do that? Just because it matters for the
30
range
feet.
of the... Oh, but you're going for the total cover, so you'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I imagine he's like jumping from like chimney to chimney, or like from like roof feature. Like if someone has a balcony, he's hiding behind something, or like a dormer window. He's like tucked into a corner.
Excellent. Saskia.
It's me. Old reliable. I'm gonna back up a couple steps and.
How far do you back up?
Because
it matters.
I've got. It matters. Yeah.
It matters.
I will back up my full 30 feet.
Okay, so you're now 45 feet away from it.
Yep. And I will use.
And on the
first
last
3
round,
pri-
all the like civilians ran away, so like they're not in the field of his. Like if he uses the Inferno Blast again.
That's
okay,
nice.
so I will use first 3 blasts of Eldritch Blast on it, and then we'll go from there. Where are you? There you are. Well, 11.
Doesn't hit.
It was a natural 1. So how about a 23
That one will hit.
for 7 points of force damage?
Nice.
26 to hit.
Hits.
For 8 points of force damage. And I will use 1 charge.
There you go.
Bracers. And the next 3 shots. Just like,
Excellent.
"Just go. We don't fucking need this today.
She's not wrong. We really don't.
Dirty 20
Hits.
for 10 points of force damage.
Nice.
Is a 12 hit?
No.
Another 26 to hit. This is my last shot for 12 points.
You
of
got
force
one
damage.
shot to not miss your chance to shot.
I am not throwing away my
Nice.
shot.
Is that from something?
No, I just made it up.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's really good. You should write like a whole musical about
Hey,
it.
Oh, you know, I think I will.
37 points of force damage is nice.
Yeah, it's not my best.
Okay, you need to be humbled. That's why I added charges to your bracers. Miss, I'm used to 50 to 60 damage every round.
I am, and I missed a lot. My damage rolls were. I'm just gonna whine about it. It's fine.
Yep, it's
Fine.
fine.
If only we had a +2 spell focus.
Yeah, if only we were
It's-
tuned
I
to that.
need
It
an
still wouldn't
hour
have helped
to-
though. You wouldn't have gotten those hits. Wouldn't have hit with that. But
I need
anyway,
an hour to attune to it.
Sass, at the end of your turn, can you roll me a D100?
No.
Oh boy.
She rolls 100. 100 civilians comes flooding down the street.
7.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Plus, I remembered I'll roll concentration, I think, if you're still
No, she
doing
already
the
failed that.
water thing.
I failed
Okay.
it. But thanks for reminding me that
Yeah,
I
I
failed
gotcha.
it.
Sorry.
Oh
Michael!
dear. Oh dear. He's
Bless
back.
you, child.
Septimus returns.
With a mighty belch.
You would all hear 2 explosions happen in the shop.
Was me.
For everybody, the air smells like cinnamon.
Magic.
As let me roll initiative
Oh no.
for this.
Mid-round.
Sorry. I mean, I
'Kay.
guess technically it was me, but I didn't do it.
No, it wasn't you. It was just when it happened.
Okay.
Because I forgot to do it at the top of the initiative. Sasuke, anything else in your turn? I think you don't have anything left. You used your movement, bonus action. Excellent. Okay. Fyrn, before your turn, pouring out of the building are 2 fire elementals. Not like salamanders like them, like standard fire elementals.
Where are they coming from?
They're still large, though. Like, they're still large.
Are they coming out of the alchemy shop?
Correct.
Mountain magic, whatever.
Yep.
What's the name of that alchemy
Whispering
shop?
Mountain Candy No.
It is the Candy
Yes.
Company. The Candy Company is also an alchemy shop. Whistle Mountain? I think it's
Whistle
Whistle
Mountain
Mountain.
Potions.
Yeah,
Oh,
Whistle
the
Mountain
chocolate
Potions.
melted.
Whistle Mountain Potions.
Candy and Potion Shop. Not the OG, which is located in Solanel. Jeremiah
Yes.
owns the candy portion. That's where Bruce got all his lollipops. R.I.P. little guy.
All right.
Lollipop.
They're going to make some attacks on Fyrn.
They have to.
Fyrn, first attack,
I'd like to see them try.
natural 20.
Oh.
Well, I have a 22 AC.
Where can I see them?
You can't because you're in total cover.
Yeah, I know. Wasted by my own petard.
All right, Fyrn. So that is going to be 24 fire damage,
Okay, halved because I'm ever resistant.
and you will catch on fire.
No.
So
Made of ice.
burning is a hazard effect. It's not like a magic effect. You take 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of your turns. You would need to use an action to extinguish yourself by dropping prone and rolling on the ground. Or if the
That's
fire
like a
is
roll,
doused,
baby.
submerged, or suffocated by another means. Thankfully, it doesn't stack, so like the other attacks are not going to keep that going. It's going to make its second burning attack on you. This one I don't think is going to hit, though, with a 17.
Nope.
All right, that's the end of the first fire elemental's turn. Which means that Fyrn is going to take some fire damage from just being in their presence. Or in its
I
presence.
passed my concentration saving throw.
Okay, good. You take 8 additional fire damage.
8 additional fire damage, which is halved to 4.
Yep. Second one is going to attack you. First attack misses. Second attack is a 23 to hit.
Shield.
All right. So the second one is also going to miss you. For its fire aura, you're going to take 5 fire damage.
Which is going to be 2 or 3?
We round up.
down.
Or no, we round down. Yeah, we round down here. I always forget what we do here.
It's in the very start of the player's handbook. Round down.
I know, but before that, it was understood to me as DM discretion. But no, we round down. All right, that's the end of the fire elemental's turn, which means it is Fyrn's turn. Fyrn, you have 2 fire elementals within melee range of you. The other elemental is 45 feet away from you.
Bummer. Okay. Fear Tratus concentration, so that's probably not worth doing.
Sorry, Mike, that you can't participate in this fight and you have to just dance.
No, I'm vibing. It's all good.
I guess
It's been
I'm
a while
gonna,
since I heard the Sorry, bad music.
Yeah.
That's all right. I guess
the
I'm
breathing
gonna...
one too.
That's what I was just doing.
23 to hit on the left one.
The left one. That will hit. By the way, all three of these are large creatures for your reference.
Do the other two look exactly like the other one that came out? Or
No, the one that the first one looks significantly stronger than these two.
So please roll a concentration saving throw for him for the topple.
Constitution is a 13, which fails, so it is toppled. What was your damage on this one?
The damage is 21 bludgeoning, 5 cold.
Okay. Oddly enough, these ones are not vulnerable to cold. But they are not resistant to magical damage. Only regular
Do they get
damage.
frostbite?
They do. These ones do get frostbite. Their elemental fire is not strong enough to resist it.
Okay, 1 stack on this guy. And he is prone now, so I will get advantage on the next attack.
Yep.
The next attack I am swapping out for a booming blade.
Okay.
It's going to be a 27 to hit.
That hits.
20 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
6 cold damage. And 5 thunder damage.
Nice. It is bloodied.
Okie dokie. Final. The next one I'll just say sap. And then final attack, same guy.
We have your haste attack too.
I rolled attack accidentally, so ignore that roll. Clear all, blah, 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 blah. Advantage, roll. 29 to hit,
Nice,
so
that
that's
hits.
going to be good. I'm going to re-roll that with my other ability that lets me re-roll damage rolls. For 19 bludgeoning and 5 cold.
Okay.
That's 3 attacks so far.
Yep, you've got your haste attack now.
Yep. Advantage again. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
$19 bludgeoning, 11 cold.
How do you want to do this?
I basically just take my Ithil Dagnir, and it, although it was like, 3 different hits, it was like one huge overhead slam to get him on the ground, and then it was just like multiple like pummelings down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Yeah. And as you see, like, as you're pummeling this creature, it's trying to stand back up, but the frostbite is actually withering its flames to the point when it just disappears from the cold.
Yeah, and I imagine like that last attack, I finish it with like a little twist
Yeah.
to like snuff out the fire.
Yep, and there's just a little smolder that comes up.
And then because I did not use my bonus action yet, and I killed a guy, I get another attack.
With your bonus action. Correct.
So this one will not have advantage, it's just flat. Ooh, it was almost an 18 and ended up being a 4. It's a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Sweet. For 17 bludgeoning and 7 cold damage. And I will use the slow ability on this one.
Alright.
So that means it has 1 stack, slowing it from...
So that's minus 20.
10, yeah, that's minus 20 slow.
Perfect.
And
Alright.
I think that's all I got.
Yes, it is the Fire Salamander, or I should actually say the Salamander Inferno Master. Let's roll to see
Meanwhile,
if he can...
I'm still
He
on
is,
fire.
he is dazed. Let me see if he gets his Inferno Blast back. He does. He does... Oh, man, what does he want to do? He can either do 2 attacks or Inferno Blast.
Was that Inferno Blast a saving throw or an attack?
Saving throw.
Okay.
I know, because it has disadvantage on its next attack. Which is why it's going to use its Inferno Blast.
Checks out.
But
Okay.
it is...
It's before the start of your next turn, so technically if it attacked now, it would be fine.
That's true,
Just
that's
saying.
true. It also isn't slowed anymore. I'm going to use it on Sass again. Sorry, Sass. You're
That's all right.
you're in
I'm
front of
there.
it. There's a fire elemental
Yeah.
on Fyrn. It's like I can
Yep.
I'm going to kill this
Yep.
little warlock who keeps shooting
Yep.
pop shots at me. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Got it.
It's a good thing you moved, though,
17.
because you would have been in its fire aura range. 17 fails, so you're going to take full damage.
Okay.
Just failed, actually.
What did I roll last time?
Last time you rolled like a 20-something.
Yes, I did. No, last time I rolled a 16. Oh, that was my concentration check. It was 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 30. I was like, you definitely
Yeah.
passed last time.
I was
30,
looking at
38
that.
fire damage.
Ouch.
Woof.
Ouch.
You are now burning.
Great.
You take fire damage at the start of your turns.
Great.
You also, if you take this burning damage, you get levels of exhaustion each time you take it. So, more valuable to you than Fyrn to do the stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
His is not going to cause exhaustion, and it deals less damage.
Yeah.
Even if it did cause exhaustion, I would probably have to make a con saving throw, and I'm pretty good at those.
No, this is just you gain exhaustion. It's not a con saving throw.
Oh, okay.
This is more powerful elemental magic, hence also the reason it can't be affected by frostbite. All right, that is the salamander's turn. Jacquet, you are up next.
All right. I am going to... Fyrn's engaged with the Inferno.
Or not the Inferno, he's engaged with the elemental.
Oh, okay.
No one's engaged with the Inferno.
All right.
Everyone's 45 feet away from it. There's just these huge, like bomb blasts around Saskia that are all just like the ground is crumbled around you, Saskia. There's smoke rising. There's these little fires. And Saskia herself, your gear is all on fire.
But my
right.
armor's water-based.
It's not water, though.
But it's
I bonus
water.
action to hide.
Yep.
29.
You're good. I don't think you can fail
I will
hide.
Then... No.
But it matters
But
for if
in
they
case it
perceive
has,
for you.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah. Which doesn't matter because I'm immediately going to attack.
Yep. Classic rogue.
29
That'll hit.
to hit.
It was very adorable. The other day I was playing D&D with some friends who had not really played. One of them hadn't played in like 10 years. And it was very adorable to teach her how rogues work. And I was like, so you hide, and then you attack, you get your sneak attack, and... But go ahead and roll damage.
Just tell her to watch the stream.
I did, actually. It was a very embarrassing moment of like, you can... Because I also... their campaign is taking place concurrently with this campaign. So, but on Gwenvalier. Like, they're actually investigating some of the
Right.
stuff you guys discovered in Saskia's arc. And I did shamelessly be like, if you want to learn more lore, there's over 100 episodes that will tell you the exact situation the world is in.
Right.
Love it.
So that is going to be 37 magical piercing damage. Oh, and the daze.
And this is against the Inferno?
Yes.
Okay, and daze is con, right?
Yep,
It
16.
fails with a 9, so it is dazed again.
Hell yeah.
How much was
All
the
right,
damage again?
37 magical piercing, not that that matters. But also the 1 extra lightning damage.
Ooh!
I don't mind if I do.
All right.
And then just moving that 30 feet to stay in total cover, but, you know, more
Totally.
for the aesthetics than anything.
All right, Jacquette, roll me a D100.
No more. Please.
You're level 14.
Almost like something's going on inside the alchemy shop. Needs to be dealt with. 68.
Okay, nothing happens.
Almost nice.
Almost.
All right, Saskia, you are on fire. You're gonna take the damage. You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah. I have
Make
a
sure
cool
you mark
idea.
that. Make sure you mark
I
that.
will. I'm going to. I promise.
Take 4 fire damage.
Okay, that's not bad. All right. I had a cool idea that I wanted to do.
What is it?
So I'm gonna do it.
Well, what? Describe what you're gonna do so I can make sure it works and you don't waste your time.
Okay. So when we started this combat, you said the AEC looked at this and they weren't doing shit.
Correct.
So Saskia clocked that, and now I want to position myself. I'll use movement if I need to, so that it goes me, the salamander, and the AEC people. And I would
So you already are, and I remind you, the AEC is over 100 feet away. They're not like right in the fight.
It's okay. It's still this. I'm gonna
Okay.
see if this works.
Okay.
So I want to use my Eldritch Blast, and I want to make them repelling blasts so that if they hit, they get hit towards the AEC to see if I get it close enough, will it spook them into...
It will not get. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna get them close enough because originally the AEC was 100 feet away. This thing is now like 150 feet away because it moved towards you. So it's not gonna meaningfully. You'd have to like blow it past Fyrn and further.
It only moved 15 feet.
No, because it used its blazing movement, which gave it another 30 feet. So it's 145 feet away.
It was a cool idea.
It is a cool idea that 10 feet is just not enough to do anything about it.
All right, then I'll fire stop, drop, and roll.
I figured you would want to do that. So you don't need to do anything. You just you have to. It does cost your action though to do this,
Yeah, okay.
and you are prone right now.
Yep.
You might want to Misty Step and then do
I
it.
was getting there.
Sorry. Sorry.
Jesus. If you're fucking said it, I'm gonna Misty Step away.
Are you gonna move away from the monster?
Yeah.
All right, so you're now 45 feet away from the monster. Or no, you use your movement, so you're now 75 feet away from the monster.
Yeah, I'll move. Yes. Yeah, I'll move and then I'll do Misty Step. Just to be like, fuck you, man.
Well, you would have to use half your movement to stand up.
So then it would be.
You'd only have 15 feet. And then, so you'd still get more distance.
Yeah. Just
You're 90 feet away now.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, at least you're not going to take any more burning damage and any more exhaustion. The damage is not the problem. It's the exhaustion
It's
that's the problem
exhaustion.
with that. Yeah.
Guys, I'm fucking tired. We need to wrap this up.
All right. It is the fire elemental's turn. It's going to use its attacks on Fyrn. First one is absolutely going to miss. Second one, I believe, will also miss, but let me check. It's hit. Dirty 20 doesn't hit, right, Fyrn?
El gato tito. Yes, no, it doesn't hit.
Okay. All right, so you will still take the aura damage. So Fyrn, you take 7 fire damage.
7, which is really 3.
Yes, correct. All right, Fyrn, it's your turn now.
I take 8 fire, or a 1d8 fire damage from being on fire.
Actually, it's 1d4. Because you have the lesser fire damage on you. 1 fire damage, which gets halved to 1.
Nice.
Alright, you're up.
Okay, so the question is, do I care about this guy, or do I go after the big one?
They're both bloodied. Well, no, actually, no. The one in front of you is not bloodied.
I think the big one is a much bigger threat, but... you got 2 party members on big guy and just me on little guy, so maybe I'll just attack little guy.
You got a good chance with your attacks to finish him off.
Yep. Okay, first strike. A 25 to hit.
Absolutely hits. Almost doubled its AC.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes, sir. Fails the con save.
It's going to be 18 bludge and 9 cold.
Fudge.
Blood.
It is
good,
bloodied.
It's a good dwarf.
It's bludgeed.
It's definitely bludgeed.
Okie dokie. And then we're going to hit him with the advantage. He had 1 stack of cold on him. Now
so he has 2 now. Yep.
This attack should have been a booming blade, but I didn't roll that. I rolled first, so we're gonna say it wasn't a booming blade. 29 to hit, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
23 bludge. 5 cold.
I like bludge a lot. Keep saying bludge.
Sticking with it.
Stop trying to make glitch happen.
You will be rewarded if you keep saying bludge. It's still alive.
So good to hear. We'll just say that one was another slow.
Okay.
Still at advantage. 25 to hit.
Hits.
23 bludge.
How do you want to do this?
Hey.
So this one I'm gonna I hit it in the face with the Ithildagnir, like knocking it prone, like it's unconscious, and then I kind of just like jump on its back as I'm still on fire and strangle it. Like I take the thing and I pull it towards me, and like its like neck is up against my chest, and I got the Ithildagnir on the other side, and I just squeeze until it's dead.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's the same thing as before, where it's just like the cold of the Ithildagnir slowly strangles the fire of it. It's like putting a fire out with like suffocating it, and it just disappears. You still have one more attack, and you can bonus action attack. The Inferno's 45 feet away from you.
Okay. If I take a quick peek in the house where they came out of, do I see anything crazy in there? Or is it just like...
because they exploded the front, you can see directly into it and don't need a perception check for this. You can see that there's a whole shelf of potions, and you can just see like they are all like shaking and unstable, and you can see sort of like some of them are foaming over like a science experiment. Some of them are shooting sparks out of it. There's some kind of unstable anomaly happening on this rack of potions.
is there any spells in my repertoire that can do anything to stop this? I don't think so. Oh well, back to step one.
you can shout to your allies that you notice this.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say, the potions are falling, chaos is about to start, and I'm gonna run towards the big guy and take my rest of my swings, I think. I have double movement from haste, so I should be...
Oh, hell yeah, so you can get your last 2 hits on it.
Yep.
Nice.
Okie dokie. Regular attack. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okie dokie. The toppling Constitution saving throw.
It fails.
Okay, 15 bludgeon. Oh, sorry, 19 bludgeoning. Bludge. 6 cold. Oh, no frostbite. But it is prone now, so I have advantage. And on my last attack, I'm going to replace it with a booming blade.
You can't booming... Oh, you're going to booming blade instead of the last attack.
Yes, which is technically an attack anyway. It's just more damage. 19, which...
Wait.
If it had... No, what? I don't crit on 19s. Unless I
know. Sorry, I just need to check something.
Okie dokie. I'm saying okie dokie a lot too.
You watch it fall out?
I watched the first episode of season 2, and I was just like, a little too much gore for me, to be honest. I was just like, come on, I want more Fallout-y goofiness. But it's still a good show. I'll give it a watch.
Oh wow!
I think they've got like 3 out.
19 will hit.
Okay, it's actually a 31. I didn't do the math right.
Okay.
Okay, so it's prone. I just hit it. This is gonna be a regular attack with the booming blade added on. 21 bludgeoning, 9 cold, and 11 thunder.
Ooh, nice. This thing is very close to death, but it is still alive.
Yep. That is some good rolls. I don't think I have anything else.
Okay.
But I do have a sap, which I used on it.
Okay.
So next attack has disadvantage if it makes one. And it... Yeah, that's it.
Well, let's see if it gets its Inferno Blast back. It does not. It does not. So it will use that disadvantage. Alright, so... Oh, it's dazed, so it can't use its bonus action. Alright, then it will just attack Fyrn then.
Well, it can use its bonus action.
It can. It's not worth it to use it. Alright, Fyrn, first attack on you.
Is it going to stand up first?
Yes, it will stand up, which means it will take booming blade damage, right?
I don't know if that counts, honestly.
It's
I think
movement.
It needs to actually move.
It uses movement to do it.
You're the DM, I don't know.
The target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then the target takes 1d. Okay, no, you're right. It's not gonna. It doesn't actually move 5 feet. It just uses 5 feet of movement speed, or 15 feet of movement speed, or 20 feet of movement speed. All right, so it will attack you for a 22 to hit.
With disadvantage.
Oh, you're right. It has disadvantage. Yeah, it hit roll 2 10s.
Okay, I use shield. It doesn't.
All right, I thought you'd do that. All right, second attack, not at disadvantage, is a 25 to hit. That doesn't hit because it's 5, right? Plus 5.
Well, I had an armor class of 22 plus.
Plus 5.
Right?
Yeah,
plus
that's
5.
what shield is?
So it
Yeah,
doesn't
so-
hit, right.
All right, so it brings down its flaming trident on you twice, Fyrn, and both times this frosty shield just keeps it at bay, and it does not get an attack on you. All right, Jackie, you are up. Jacquette, you are up.
Alright, so Jacquette, hearing Fyrn's warning, is going to feline agility.
Okay.
Move 60 feet. Actually, yeah. Move 60 feet down towards the
shop.
Potion shop. Does that get me there?
Yeah, I would say that gets you outside because you were kind of oscillating between the same 30 feet before.
Sure. Alright, and so I see...
You see the potions all unstable, sparking, frothing. There's clearly a anomaly happening on this specific rack of potions.
So, like, is it a specific, like...
Yeah, you
spark
could
of
perceive
energy?
you could perceive that this is like a field on this that is a singular, like, for the purposes of like a spell. Like this is like a singular thing effect happening.
Guess who has, like, no answer to this? Can I make some kind of check to understand what I would need to do to...
Yeah. You could do an Arcana check.
Thanks. 15.
15. This is something that requires a Dispel Magic or Anti-Magic field to completely get rid of. With a 15, you would understand that over time it would probably go away on its own, but it will continue to potentially rear up elemental forces.
All right. Jacquette, poking his head out of the shop, goes, all right, we need to take care of this quickly. Dispel magic, anyone? Anyone? Please?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. This will fizzle out on its own, but if you can dispel the magic, it'll go a lot quicker.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action hide.
Okay.
In cover. 29.
You are hidden.
And that ends my turn.
Fyrn, roll me a D100. You're muted.
95.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's just 90.
Still okay. Still the same.
Okie dokie.
Was it actually 90?
It was 90, yes.
Yeah,
well,
it's still the
actually
same.
101.
Well, I added 3d6 for some reason.
I see that.
That was my, what do you call it? Movement damage if the monster ever moved. I was waiting for the, what do you call it?
Jacquette, you see the potions where it's all sparking. They those sparks and the froth all kind of like conform together, and you can see they turn into a flaming orb that then you can see slithering out of it is another salamander, not as strong as the Inferno Master, but another fire salamander comes out of the of there. This one has that same serpentine look. It's just not as, the fire doesn't burn as bright, and it has a spear instead of a trident. Let me roll initiative for that guy.
Don't like this.
Look, if my curse is rolling high, I admit failure, you know? I just take those L's as they come.
You might have surmised by now, but it's the bottom 10% and the top 10% that produces an elemental. The bottom one is a weaker one. The top one is a stronger one. Or a bottom one's an elemental. The top one's a salamander. The salamander is up. Jacques, where did you hide exactly?
So I imagine that I hid from the infernal salamander and not from anything that would be appearing behind me, which would put me in cover. Maybe if you're nice, you'll give me half cover because of like some of the counters that he's hidden between, but you don't have to. It's okay.
I'm not going to.
It's
in
okay.
terms of
I
like,
hate you.
this thing doesn't need to do a perception check to find you.
Yeah, I got you.
And it did get
was
a
more than I'd be in half cover.
Oh yeah, well I would give you half cover. Yeah, I was just saying it's not going to have to perceive for you. But it did roll a 19 on its initiative, so it does go before SAS.
Okay.
It is going to go up to you, Jacquette,
Hey, stay back.
and it is going to attempt to constrict you. Give me a strength saving throw.
Hey, really, no, stay back. Not cool.
10.
You are constricted by this salamander. You will take 14 bludgeoning damage,
Oh, son of a bitch.
5 fire damage. You are grappled by it, and you also have the restrained condition until the grapple ends to break
Sorry,
free.
quick question.
Yeah.
Was this an attack?
No,
Or
it
was
was
it
a
an
saving
ability?
throw.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
not an
you're
attack.
right. 14.
I mean, it's an action, but it's not an attack roll.
No, I gotcha.
So the escape DC is 14. Same thing, strength saving throw. Use an action to do it. But you are also considered restrained in this situation. That's all it can do.
Okay.
All right, Saskia, you are up. You, despite you got this fire elemental, you've got this inferno in front of you. Even though it's in cover, you can see fire light from the shop. Like there's clearly another threat in there, whether it's just the building's on fire and Jacquette's inside, or another fire elemental. And you also know that you are the only person who can dispel the
Yeah.
field.
All right. So can I see because the range on dispel magic is 120 feet. Can I see from where I am
No,
what's doing
because
it, or
you've
do I need to
moved
get
you've
closer?
moved back so far from this
Yeah.
that you are
Yeah.
now 135 feet from the shop.
Oh, Saskia, get your shit together. Okay. So on the exhaustion, are we playing by legacy rules? Or are we playing by new rules?
New rules.
New rules. Okay. And what's a D20 test? Is that just a roll?
Any D20 roll.
Anytime.
Any D20 roll.
Attack
Okay.
rolls, saving throws, skill checks all have
Alright.
the effects of the
Alright.
exhaustion.
All right. I currently only have 25 feet of movement speed because I have minus that. Okay. But if I move my full 25, I'll still get within range to try dispel magic.
Well, no, because it's inside. You'd have to get
I
you'd have
can't
to get
see it,
line of
right.
sight. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
You basically have to
then
get parallel with the shop or get inside
Yeah.
the shop.
Yeah.
So you have to move the
Okay.
whole 135 feet.
Is there a window of the shop?
All right. I'm going to
Not in the
try
way that's
and
helpful.
finish off the salamander, and then I will start making my way over to the
Okay.
shop. So this is my last will be my last charge. if I need it. Let me do my first 3 rolls first.
Mhm.
Oh, baby, natural 20.
Hell yeah.
All right, ignore that.
Pretty sure. Because you just get a baseline 15 damage, right?
Yes. Well, that's with the modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 15 plus then whatever I roll on this.
How do you want to do this?
Yay! Excellent. Oh, that's fun.
It had 14 health left.
Very nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
I know, Fyrn.
How do I want to do this? Just I'm gonna throw my hand out, being like, "You've been nothing but a pain in our fucking asses, and we just don't need this," and just blast its face off.
All right, absolutely. The blast shoots out and just knocks its head off. And the whole thing slithers down and turns to cinders. Unfortunately, your other 2 attacks are just going to blast into the corpse because you cleared them all for it.
Yeah.
All right.
I did.
So you have your bonus action left and your movement. There's the 1 fire elemental out front that's close to death. And then there's whatever Jacquette's dealing with.
All right. Fyrn, you're up on that other elemental, right?
And
No, I'm up on the big one that you just killed, so I have double movement though, so
you
I
can get to
there.
it, but it does go before Fyrn.
Hmm.
But it is pretty rough. looking.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm going to look at Fyrn and be like, "You got this." And I'm going to Misty step 30 feet again back towards the shop, and then 25 feet. So I will move 55 feet.
All right, so you will be 95 feet away from the shop.
Great. I'm coming.
Fire Elemental is up. It's going to attack Fyrn. Natural 20.
Wait. So she defeated the.
She killed the
small
Inferno.
one?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
killed the Inferno.
Yeah. The Fire Elemental will move into your
So it should just be the fire salamander that was just spawned left, right? And that was next to.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You did kill that one. I just didn't write it down because you killed it. So yeah. So that nat 20 is nonsense, which means it is Fyrn's turn.
Cool.
Saved that 20 by me being.
I'm seeing
dumb.
things.
Yeah. You're right. I didn't write it down because you had killed it, so I just didn't write the last damage down.
So I'm going to run back to where I was before.
Mm-hmm.
This salamander, is it like right? Is it engaged with Jacquette? and
It's
is
wrapped
it right
around him.
next to the building? And it's right next to the building.
It's inside the building with him.
Ugh.
It's like right at the entrance where he was hiding.
All right, I guess I'm jumping inside of this freaking powder keg.
Join the fun.
What could go wrong? Yeah, I'm gonna swing on this thing because I don't like.
I'm not gonna do it, but Jacquette should have taken more fire damage at the end there. It's okay.
It's okay.
All right, Jacquette, you're gonna take
Sean.
2d6 fire damage. 6 fire damage, Jacquette.
Is it possible for me to stop, chop, and roll and then still make it to this?
Yes,
fire
because you
elemental
have
or no?
60 feet of movement, right?
Correct.
Then yes, you can. You'll only have your bonus action when you get there, and your hasted action, but you can do that. Oh, you actually need to give me a Constitution saving throw just to see if you maintain your concentration, because you are going to take the. I don't think you can fail it, so. But
I really can't.
You actually literally can't, so don't worry about it. You take 4 fire damage.
Okay. Which is 2 of fire damage, or did you already have it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I do my thing. I roll. I do like a somersault as.
You do a little tactical roll.
Yeah.
All right, that does cost your action.
Oh, that cost my action? Never
Yes.
mind. I don't want to do it. Just keep me
Okay,
on
I
fire.
figured you would stay on fire.
I look cooler that way anyway.
But yes, you can run inside of the building with your 60 feet of movement. You can get right up to the salamander.
All right, let's do it. It's grappled currently. Does that
It's grappling.
affect my
No,
attack in any way?
no, your attacks will still be regular.
All right, regular attack. 26 to hit.
Oh shit! I misread this character sheet. It should have gotten one more attack on Jacquette. We won't do that one. What was it to
That's where I
hit?
draw the line.
26 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Great. If I push, does that breaks grapple, right?
No. Well, actually, let me see. It might actually. Let me look real quick. Roll damage while I'm looking.
Okay.
So you can end grapples by moving them if the grapple range is if you push them beyond their grapple range. The grapple range here is 10 feet.
Okay. And the push pushes them how far? Let's find out.
If it's more than 10 feet, then you can break it with the push. I don't think it is.
Well,
I think it's probably 10
It is
or 5.
exactly 10 feet.
Then it will
But
not
what
break
if
the
I-
grapple.
But what if I pushed him twice?
That would break the grapple.
Is there 20 feet to spare in this place?
Yes. Yes.
You know what, Sean? I'm gonna go for it. It sounds
Okay.
fun.
So we got that first push. So it's still grappling on. I imagine you almost like uncurl half of it from Jacquet, and you just need to uncurl the other half with the next attack.
And I have enough movement to keep moving with it, right? Because I didn't use the action. To
Yes,
do
because
this.
you only needed 50 feet of movement, so you actually have exactly enough movement to stay with it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes things a little more difficult, but okay. Yeah. So I pushed it once. I caught up to it. I'm up for my second attack now, which is going to be neutral.
Sorry, what was the damage on the first attack? I didn't write it down.
Oh, that's my fault. Yeah. It was scrolling down. 18 bludge,
Okay.
8 cold.
Perfect. All right, go for the second attack.
25 to hit on second attack.
That will hit.
Okay. This is not going to be a push. It's going to be a sap, we'll call it.
Okay.
Can I prone it and then push it?
Well, you would have to forgo the sap to prone it.
That's fine.
Okay.
So concentration saving throw for
Constitution
drop.
saving throw.
Thank you.
It fails with a 4.
Great.
So you have advantage.
21 bludge, 7 cold.
Nice.
It
is
and now
bloodied.
I have advantage on my third attack, and this
Correct.
will be the push.
Okay.
Because I think it's my last attack. Wait, no, is it?
We have one more attack with the haste.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit. It was close, but
Awesome.
it does hit.
Okay, so this one...
This one will break the grapple.
Yeah, so I have to have the push as my last attack, because...
Oh yeah, I guess you could sap it here, because
I-
if you can't get up to it, so you'd have to... Yeah, I see what you're
Right.
saying. So it's sapped then.
It's sapped, yep.
So you still...
nine-
What's the damage?
19 bludge, 4 cold.
Okay. Last
Final
attack.
attack with advantage. I'm going to turn this one into a booming blade as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Okay, no, we're good. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Really, really shitty damage rolls that I'm probably going to end up re-rolling. Yes, I'm re-rolling all of them. 17 bludgeoning. 5 cold.
How do you want to do this?
Okay. No, come on, Sean. I wanted to think.
It had 90 health, and you dealt over 100 damage by the end of it.
Wow. Nice.
Okay. I see him like wrapped around Jaquette, and I just go for its head, and I kind of just like diving tackle into it and like push it over the counter, and like I've got it behind the counter, you know, on the like with half of its body around Jaquette and the other half, like the top half of it, you know, in like wrapped around the counter.
Yeah.
And I just smash it once with the Ithildagnir, and there's fire everywhere, and there's like ice shards coming off of the Ithildagnir as I hit it once, and then I hit it again, and even more ice is falling off, and then I see a giant shard of ice just like crack off of the Ithildagnir from like multiple uses of it, just like swinging it over and over and over and stuff, and I take that last piece of ice and I just stab into the table, cutting, like not cutting it in half, but like pinning it to the table right where its heart is, and it collapses.
Absolutely. You see it like wriggles and its death throes before dissipating into cinders, just leaving this coiled burn scorch across the table.
And I pop my head out from under the counter and just say to Jaquette, "Hello, sir. Can I take your order?"
Jaquette, you're up.
And Jaquette's just got like these singed marks on him. He's like, no, just browsing.
I know there's not really anything you can do on your turn, Jaquette, but is there anything you want to do?
Threats are gone. The magic is that Jaquette is gonna exit and hide out front,
Perfect.
just in case something else comes out in the interim. So that's the 34.
All right, Jaquette, roll me a D100. 10 or below is a fire elemental. 90 or higher is a salamander.
Right in the middle, please.
74.
Nothing happens, which means Sass, you get to get closer, but not quite on it. As you can move your 50 feet with a dash. So you'll get there on your next turn. So basically it means we have one more a D100 roll to see if something comes out. Fyrn, is there anything you want to do on your turn? Like hold an action or position yourself?
I've been in this store before, right, Sean?
Yeah.
Do I know where the healing potions are?
Oh my god.
What a maniac.
If you'd like to steal one healing potion, you can.
No, I'm gonna drink it.
Oh, you can drink a healing potion. Yeah, you know where they are. You can go and grab a healing potion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna steal it. This is.
Well, you are stealing it.
You are stealing it, yeah.
No, it's it's not stealing if I'm doing it while I'm working. It's a perk, you know. When you get some, don't you offer somebody a bottle of water when they come to your house and like do work for you? It's just
all right,
like
roll yourself 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, damn it. I forgot to do I need more sticky notes. Forgot to give myself temp HP when I killed the salamander.
I healed for 7 points.
Excellent. All right. Jaquette, roll me the last D100 to see if there's more. Or Saskia, roll me the last D100.
I know.
I already rolled 31.
Okay. All right, Saskia, you will get there on your turn in order to cast Dispel Magic.
Move the fuck out of the way! Move! And I cast Dispel Magic.
There's no one in there.
Sean, roll for damage.
I'm just seeing things.
Oh yeah, that's right. You still are just slowly taking these fire because you chose to find a potion and drink it. All right, 3 fire damage. So that's 1 fire damage.
Thank you.
But yes, Saskia casts Dispel Magic, and you can see there's a flash of light, and all the potions calm down, and there is no longer any dissipating instability.
I collapse over the counter and just am like, I need a nap.
I hand her a potion.
Okay.
Thank you.
But you have cleansed the potion shop of the unstable elemental rift.
Yay.
Yeah, so I imagine Fyrn, brushes himself off, takes those fire, reduces the fire on him. Is the place still lit up, or did it all disappear when the
Oh, that's a
dispel
good point.
activated?
The fire would have restarted. Sorry, the building is still on fire because Sass didn't keep her control water up.
I tried
Jacques-
really hard, okay?
Jacques, you have the decanter of endless water, right?
Yeah. Jacquette's gonna take out the decanter of endless water and just start hosing it down.
Great.
Perfect. Then
I'm
that
not
will
moving from
put
the
the flames
counter.
out.
I'll get all wet. I don't care.
Yeah, Fyrn can assist slightly with the cold air from the Ithel Dagnir. He has that passive ability.
Yeah,
So
the
maybe
decanter will also put Fyrn out. But yes. And I think before we move on, we're going to take a short break and then finish up with our last few things. All right, we'll be right back in 5 minutes, folks. We're just going to take a short break.
Welcome back, everybody, to Paradise.
Thanks.
Our heroes just defeated a elemental incursion at the Whistling Mountain Potion Shop, and kept the building from burning down and from the incursion escalating beyond. So, you are all free of the chains of initiative. Would you like to continue on to the academy?
Jacquet, do you think we should take a moment to see what might have caused that disturbance?
Yeah, could we, like, take an hour to do it?
No.
I'm gonna try and find
Please.
the shopkeep and see if he knows what happened.
Yes, so the shopkeep would come back once he noticed the commotion was ended. He was kind of basically just hiding across the street in the alley. But he does come back and, sort of awkwardly thanks you for keeping the building from burning down, but he seems clearly stressed because he's going to have to tell his manager about this. But if you ask him what happened, he would say that it was regular. Everything was normal. I was doing inventory after coming back to the city. Definitely like someone who just like hoped and assumed he would get paid if he showed up to work, even though the city's on a bit of a strange lockdown. But he says it came upon quite erratically. Like he did not, like there was no one was messing with the potions. Like no one was mixing anything. We weren't making anything. It just suddenly it smelled of cinnamon in the air, and the potions all started to shake violently, and then static came out, and some of them foamed over. It felt honestly both unnatural and natural, like it was just gonna happen. Like there was just some probability that this spot was unstable. This happens sometimes when you're making potions, but only if you're really not paying attention or being really risky and mixing too many things.
Did you see any mysterious, anything out of the ordinary this morning before? Perhaps some faces around town that you don't normally see in this area?
No, honestly, it just kind of happened. There's so few people, I would have noticed a stranger. The place was locked down before I walked in. It was honestly just felt completely random. Unless someone, while we were out of the city, had messed with the potions, but I don't think anybody was lingering behind besides you all. And then he kind of like narrows his eyes for a second and then lets it go.
The way you describe this, it doesn't sound like this was caused by any of your potions.
No, they are all sealed tight in guild certified glass that is supposed to stop this actually. But then again, and he kind of looks around and goes, whole block of the city just disappeared into a void vortex, so it could just be unstable. The threads of reality might be unstable in Hyvin.
Yes, it's very concerning. I'm sorry about the damage to your shop. We'll do everything we can to make sure you're safe from here on out. You must excuse us. We have some important business to get on. I must inform the guard to let them know of this incident. This might be happening all over the city, and there will be others that need our help.
Yeah, I gotta get the insurance paperwork started.
Okay, good luck with that. If you need a witness, I will be, you could reach me at the fort.
No, I'm gonna put Iron and Mana down in the insurance report.
But not as the cause of the damage.
Hey, it's okay. We have coverage. We have coverage for X of adventurers.
Well, we didn't do it. We didn't do this damage.
No, it wasn't. It
Don't
wasn't.
put us
I'm
down.
not gonna put you as responsible. It's clearly an act of elemental nature. It's a good thing this is a chain. Otherwise, we might not have this insurance.
While this was happening, can Jacques either look to perceive if he might see what could have caused this, or if there's any trace things, and or use Dalen's journal, hearing that suggestion that there's instability in the area to whatever.
You could do either.
Respond.
They would produce different results, but you could do either one. They would both could shed light onto the cause of this.
Saskia, Jacques says, nudging her.
What?
You're not that injured. Get your shit together.
No. What?
Take a look around, see if you can perceive anything. I need to check Dalen's journal. Something the shopkeep said.
What am I looking for?
I don't know. Anything out of the ordinary.
That's fucking helpful.
Sass, you could do either an Arcana or an investigation check.
They're both the same. I'll do Arcana.
Okay. And then Jacques, you can do a check in Dalen's journal. For this, I would say you could do an Arcana check with advantage.
Thank you.
For information on that. Sass, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Nice. So, Saskia, it's sort of almost with like your devil's sight and your intuition through your pact with Ro that you can start to kind of like see some of what's happening here. Before I conclude that, though, Jacques, what'd you get?
Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, Jacques, you do find a section in Dalen's journal where he discusses it's his notes on the shadow rifts that he was capable of opening. Dalen was able to traverse the material plane with basically shadow versions of teleportation circles that he would create. They're not permanent like teleportation circles, so it's just something that he could, in limited capacity, traverse great distances. He couldn't like travel across the world, but he could travel from like Billowgrass to Hyvin in a matter of just a spell. But because these are not formal, refined teleportation with equational magic from a wizard, or foundational magic from like a sorcerer, they were typically had some levels of instability to them that had risks of creating wild magic surges within the proximity of it. For his spell, it was relatively low risk because it was a smaller rip in the material plane that he was traveling through, so it had a significantly lower chance of something happening. This had a above table 20% chance of something happening. In his, it was more like a 1% chance of something happening. And he was, if something did happen, he was able to just be like, I don't give a fuck, I'm turning invisible and leaving this space. So like he might have in many cases caused elemental incursions that he didn't even care about, like where a farm was like, I don't know, a fire elemental just appeared and attacked me. Could have actually been caused by Dalen in some circumstances. How this relates to go ahead.
Does he specifically say it's elemental or is it wild magic?
He refers to it.
Magic.
He refers to it as wild magic. It's not like it would be unpredictable in the sense if it's not always like, hey, the wild magic table's rolled. It could be something where the wild magic does something further outside of that structure of chaotic elements.
Right. But it's not tied specifically to the elemental planes.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
It could have been like Bruce did, where a Modron appeared. It could be something where it just freezes that space temporarily, or there might have been something that was not elemental plane focused. It just created wild magic specifically, and wild magic is tethered to all planes of existence in some way. Wild magic is essentially, like, at the end of the day, what most researchers know is that wild magic is essentially just sort of the flux of the universe, and of magic. Like, if there was no magic in the universe, there'd be no wild magic, but it is just sort of the latent instability in the background, and often in its most dangerous form is deadly, in the sense of it can create fields of magic that actually are akin to like radiation in real life. You know, think back to campaign 1 with the Chromatis Hinterlands. But they all the common denominator of all wild magic is it creates a scent of cinnamon in the air. But this, along with what Sass notices, can easily extrapolate what you already assumed, is that the rift caused a general flux of instability in the area around it. Because Sass, you start to notice sort of like lines of magic, ley lines, micro ley lines, that are all kind of like emanating from this space, in the sense that it's like lightning striking in the area around where the rift exploded. Like at any point, lightning could strike, while there is the latent flux of wild magic. Over time, it will completely dissipate. You don't know how long, but generally speaking, Hyvin is now covered in a flux of wild magic.
So it's very unstable.
Yes, it will take time for it to dissipate, and as it dissipates, it also gets less deadly, to the point where, like, it's a situation where, like, in the last days of it remaining, someone might, like, turn into a potted plant.
Yeah. Right, well, I'm seeing all sorts of these little squiggly lines. I see them, they're just very squiggly.
And given the like state of the elements in Hyvin, based on what you heard from Fiora, there might be a particular propensity towards elements because they're like a ready source of magic, and elemental magic is inherently a little bit more wild than other magic, so it doesn't have this risk all the time. Someone like casts a firebolt that's a druid, but the flux of elemental magic and the flux of wild magic is a bad combo at the end of the day.
Yeah, so what are we going to do about this? Do we tell people to stay away until the magic kind of fizzles out, or what?
Well, Jacquet flipping through Dalen's journal, it seems like this is a result of Encronash's demiplane collapsing, that massive shadow realm entering ours and then dissipating.
Right.
Maybe this is something that Sigil can help us with. All the more reason to go towards him, but we should probably alert the guards, Jacquet says, looking towards Fyrn.
Do we tell people not to use magic? Or, like, I don't know, is there precautions that we can tell them to take? Like, don't turn on their stoves or something?
I don't
know.
Think so.
I think it's an awareness. It's probably the most important thing at this moment. You know, see something, say something. That, from what it seems from your, you know, it might not be permanent, these occurrences. So if we can wait them out, or, you know, keep people on the streets working to help each other, we should be able to get through it.
Right.
Sigil might have a better idea about what we can, you know, do to prevent these things.
This does seem like his area of expertise, so let's get moving, yeah?
You know, and like as we're walking, Fyrn's gonna, like, maybe like a couple minutes later, as we're heading in that direction.
Really quick before that, as we're passing the AEC members, Jacquet is just gonna middle finger, mage hand as well, and goes,
Excellent.
That's how you fucking do it in Hyvin, motherfuckers. Yeah, just sit back there like a bunch of wet pussies. Wait, no.
You see, like, one of the AEC guards in their full, like, black armor and everything, like, does, like, step forward, and another one grabs his shoulder and pulls him back.
Cowards! And then we leave.
Okay, so around this time, it's a little later in the day. It's early afternoon. Elsewhere in the world.
did have something, but it's okay.
Fyrn wanted to say something real quick.
Fyrn, say it while I'm doing something.
As you guys are walking along, I think about, Sigil, and I say, perhaps this weakening of the dimensions, gates, could be used potentially for our advantage. Sigil has a lot of knowledge in controlling and limiting, these factors we've seen in the north. Perhaps he can use this certain scenario in some way to find a way to allow the elements or assist the elements in a way that's peaceful instead of invasive. He's done some great things before, and I'm sure that the AEC is also thinking in a similar vein. How can they use this chaos to their advantage? So if we can,
Fiora was saying that oh, sorry, you're talking about the AEC,
right?
Not the Ardunai. Yeah, potentially.
I think we have a lot of questions for him.
Right.
I'll be interested to see what we can do. I still think that he is a good man underneath it all. He just has some explaining to do.
Sigil, you got some splaining to do.
As you're walking and leaving Main Street, heading towards the Academy in the Admiralty Court, Septimus. You've been walking all morning, from basically the crack of dawn until now, around 2 o'clock. And you've reached Fairholt.
Mm-hmm.
You see it is overrun with refugees. You see people with makeshift tents, people who have nothing, who just have a campfire. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people, a field of people who spent the night here in varying arrays of quality, some with full carts, some with all of their belongings on those carts, some of them begging for food, scraps. Fairhold itself is not really like running as it usually does as this little merchant stop, because some of the people who normally sell there have actually converted to, bread lines, giving up their wares to refugees. But basically you walk upon a field of refugees as far as you can see. You are aware that people fled Hyvin, but you are not aware of the destruction of the Widow's Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in particular you do, or do you just continue your march through?
Is there people noticeably injured?
Oh, for sure.
Septimus will go up to whoever's, if there's a group of that's being tended to.
Yeah, there would be a little area where some of the injured have concentrated to receive tending.
He'd approach them and be like, "What has happened to the city?" Well, I guess he wanted to talk to the people that are injured. He talked to somebody that looked like they were someone in charge.
Who's working.
Like, what has happened to the city? Still there.
The person immediately recoils at the sight of you. You are a frightening figure. Even though you're clothed in robes now, you're the only piece of flesh left, the only part of you that is still Alma, and you can tell will be replaced over time, is your face. Like, you still have Septimus's face, but it's with tendrils of mechanical flesh going up your cheeks, and everything is mechanical basically up to your jawline going up, and slowly your hair and your face will be overtaken by it. But you're generally still have an Alma face with blue light in your pupils. But you are a frightening figure.
Fair enough. Fear me not, for you may have heard Septimus, Evergreen, of Iron and Mana. 'Tis I.
This is enough to at least make them be like, accept talking to you. Because they're like, okay, this is Iron and Mana. They were saving the city. They're definitely like, put it to the back of their mind of, why are you here and not in the city? But they just say simply, I don't know what happens in the city since we left. Earlier today, some of the refugees who arrived said that the entire Widow's Ward is gone. Whatever shadow was plaguing our city collapsed, destroyed almost a quarter of the city. Some people started heading back this morning, but many are too afraid. The injured here, some of them were injured by the demonic incursion, but most were just injured in the fleeing. Injured in crowds, were already sick and now without their possessions. Truthfully, we don't know what has become of the city.
Fear not for now. I can assist. You're injured. If you would allow, you must know of the works I have done to those who have come or sickly.
Yes. And there's like a hesitant expression on his face. Of course. The numbers are beyond me and my healers. And he leads you to, like, the most vulnerable, the most at risk, the most urgent.
Septimus will go there, as he normally would do. Start doing his incantations and his prayers. Also look to any missing limbs or gashes, wounds, such. Place his hands upon them, muttering under his voice. It's kind of a chanting, a chantra.
Roll me a D100.
No, that's a 10. Hold on, sorry. $56.
Okay. Your healing is successful. You can feel it draining you a bit in the tenuous state that you're in, but people gather as they see you walking through the healing camp. You can hear whispers amongst them all. You look across their faces, and some are eager and others are horrified at the sight of you. The first person you heal, someone whose arm was clean hacked or bitten off by some demon. They staved the bleeding, but the person is not healing properly. You hold your hand over them as you chant these chantras, your rituals. And a billowing blue light emanates from your hand. And the person sort of stops thrashing in pain, and their eyes glaze over, staring into the blue light. As some of those cinders that follow you form, you can see attached to the arm, and then
reform their arm of the same metallic flesh as yours. And they are healed completely, as if by a regeneration spell. And they look up, their eyes wide, fully conscious, electrified with this, as they squeeze the new hand. How is this possible?
It is possible through the will of Machina, through me, as he stands up and addresses everybody there. To all, should no longer be afraid. For too long, I've been afraid to show the might and the will and the good works that could be achieved through Machina. A better version, a lost version of you, can be achieved through me. Allow me to heal you. Allow me to fix what is broken. I will be your shepherd into the new world as we banish the demons from this plane.
There are whispers. Some people spit and walk away. The most vulnerable flock to you, though. People who are,
Most vulnerable.
yeah, the people who
What
have
about
the most
the
injuries.
most willing to open their mind.
Some of them, yes. There will be some who are like, this seems powerful. But some are just like, I want to be healed. I want to live my life. And they surround you. Many reaching their arms to you. Towards your hand. If you'd like, you can spend time here.
For those that are willing and interested, I would remain and continue to heal.
Spend the afternoon using up what power you have right now until you're spent. Restoring the ability to walk, restoring sight, performing miracles. Word spreads throughout the entire refugee camp. Would you like to spend the night here or finish your march to Hyvin? You can still arrive, it'll just be late at night.
I would want to head to Hyvin.
Okay.
Continue.
Once you're spent
before
of
I
this
leave,
magic. Go ahead.
Yeah. I guess one final. For all of you that were eager to accept, see this as a blessing. I must not retire. I must continue forward to see the devastation that's happened at Hyvin. For I will not rest until I am sure that the scourge upon this land is vanquished. Live your lives. Live them well.
And as you leave them with these words, eyes watch you, whispers mutter. Each person you healed added another cinder to your aura that floats with you. But after a long march through this massive crowd, you eventually are on the road alone again. Hyvin on the horizon. You'll arrive there late at night. to be reunited, hopefully, with your friends. To do the good works of Machina. And I think that's where we're going to end tonight. Pick up next week with Sigil and Septimus's arrival in Hyvin.
All right.
All right,
Welcome.
friends.
Welcome back.
Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We're happy to be back in the fold of things for the new year. Join us as we continue onward with this story. Goodbye.